Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome to another episode, another video of my Instagram on YouTube, where I talk about my Instagram writing, which is where I do most of my writing, and explain some of my thoughts and reflections verbally via this video. So, in another post, which I won't go over, I'll just embed it into this one, I talk about spirituality and what spirituality means and what are the fundamental takeaways because life can seem very complicated. And I guess it's one of the paradoxes of the human experience in the sense that life can be both profoundly simple and incredibly complicated. The way that I say it is that when we try to use our minds, we can never fully figure anything out. But when we use our hearts, we always have the answer. And so when I talk about spirituality, the fundamental idea is that we are all one, a part of one universal, quote unquote, divine energy. Whether we're in a simulation, whether we're in God's mental projection, whether we're just in the universe as physical matter, to me is largely irrelevant. It's fun to discuss. I don't know that we can figure it out currently with our technology and whatnot. But the point is that we're all connected in some way. And spirituality and embodying spirituality is just acting from that awareness. And so I try to simplify the top three lessons to keep in mind. And in the other post, I talk about the main bullet points of spirituality to try to give you the 80-20 of it. But I would just sum it up with, again, that oneness, and the way that we understand oneness is love. That's basically the fundamental quote unquote truth about the world. And everything flows from that. So I won't even give you three lessons. I'll just give you that one lesson. That's like the main thing. It's all about love. If we can always embody love all the time, or as much as possible, then we're good. Of course, doing that in reality is no easy task. And how to balance love for ourselves, love for our present selves, love for our future selves, love for our family, for the environment, for other people, for how to balance all of that and how to accomplish that love through personal responsibility, through institutions, through government. The how is the difficult part, but the what and the why is the simple part. But sometimes we forget the why, and this just bringing us back to that. So the top three lessons that I write about in here is just basically embodying love, choosing to love yourself. And when you choose to love yourself, you choose to invest in yourself. You choose to grow and learn and develop. And you choose to love the world. You choose to serve the world. And you choose to challenge yourself. You voluntarily take on challenges and responsibility in order to transform and serve and give more love into this world. And you take the pain that you may have experienced and you help others maybe take the pain that they've experienced and transform it into love. That is what we can do as human beings of free will, of quote unquote divine ascendancy. There's the divine part of us. That's what we talk about, is this love aspect and our ability to transform pain into love. And when you love yourself, I guess, and when you are doing something that you love, it's important that you don't give up, that you understand that challenges are there. Challenges are built into the structure of being, and um, life derives its meaning from our ability to overcome these obstacles. And I know it's easier said than done. When you're in the thick of a challenge, sometimes you just want it to be over. Sometimes you wish you didn't have the challenge. You know, when I hurt my knee recently, I had to go through a little bit of recalibrating my mentality and finding gratitude and figuring out what the lesson was in that situation, which, by the way, was because I let my ego get in the way and I was not in the service of love. But it really just comes down to that. And it is okay to pivot in life, to tweak things here and there. But you'll know in your heart when you're closing a chapter in an authentic way, or if you are giving up. The next point, as it relates to that, is also just in relation to time. So I talk about time as kind of one of our most important resources, obviously, as we are limited human beings. This is the interesting idea and the duality of humans, is that we have this divine soul part of us, I believe, that is eternal, and that's the God part of us. And we have this human aspect, which is very limited by time. We have physical needs. We need to eat. We need to sleep. Um, all these things that limit us as humans, and so we have this duality that creates a lot of the paradoxes of life. And so, what our soul is here to learn in the human experience is how to deal with time, because it's only in humans or in living beings that time matters, right? And one of the ways that time affects us is via compounding, and how and feedback loops. And so, how that relates to our personal lives is is basically the main idea of the slight edge, or the 20-mile march, or the tortoise and the hare parable, is just to be consistent, is to recognize that time magnifies the margin between success and failure. And that was my father. I'm still gonna use this recording. And that we tend to overestimate what we can accomplish in a year, underestimate what we can accomplish in 10. And so just keep on going. Don't give up. Even just my personal journey of trying to share my message and, the things that I've learned. It's been a long journey, and relatively speaking. And, there were definitely some moments where I wasn't getting a lot of feedback. I wasn't certainly still not making a lot of money, but, you just got to keep going. And, someone finally bought my autobiography today, first person to do so. And that was a very touching moment for me. It was only like $9 Canadian, which is probably like $7 US. So it's not the financial amount, but it's what it represented to me. And I think those are the moments that make this journey so worthwhile. Other than that, again, if we love ourselves, we're able to have compassion for ourselves. So as long as we're doing our best, trying to embody these principles, we're surrendering to the magic of the universe, then all will be well. The Christians, I guess, have the saying that God doesn't give you or put you in any situations that you can't handle. And so, again, we're going to have challenges in life, but we are all far more resilient and capable and worthy than a lot of times than we realize. And yeah, the universe does present us with challenges so that we can triumph over them. It's just like a video game. Again, are we in a simulation? No one knows. But I like to think of it as a video game. And as you progress through the video game, the levels get harder, but you also get better. Then you beat more and more levels. You become the boss, the ultimate boss. And then maybe you can turn around and help others get better at playing the game of life as well. So that's all I have. In the other the other post about spirituality, I talk about treating others the way that you want to be treated, the golden rule. Again, it's embodying love, recognizing that we're all part of one energy. And then the other key point is to embark on your personal hero's journey. So we're lucky to have this archetype that Joseph Campbell synthesized and derived from his analysis of countless mythologies and religions and books and whatever. And we're innately drawn to this story, and it's one of the most important archetypal stories. And I believe that it is in each of our personal destinies to manifest the hero's journey in our own lives, whatever that looks like for you as an individual, right? And I talk a little bit more about that in my other works, which I won't get into. So, yeah, that is the basics of it. Again, Willis Wan, that's my Instagram. If you'd like, you can download my Ancestral Father checklist in the link down below. And if you would like some one-on-one coaching, that is mainly what I'm doing so that I can support you in your personal transformation, your personal hero's journey, to help you experience more freedom, more peace of mind, more empowerment, more positivity in your life. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of self-reflection and honesty with yourself, but I feel it's a journey worth going on. I've really enjoyed mine so far, and hopefully we'll continue to experience a lot of amazing moments that make it worth it. So again, let me know if you have any comments, questions, concerns, needing anything clarified. I'm improving my ability to communicate these ideas as well. So I do appreciate constructive, intentional feedback. All the best out there. I'll see you in the next video.